It is the old and dilapidated infrastructure in which many police officers live. When Parliament's Committee on Defence and Internal Affairs visited various barracks last year, they were appalled at the state of the houses and found it hard to believe that they were inhabited by police officers and their families. Some of the buildings were constructed by colonial government in 1930s and have never been renovated. The Inspector General of Police, Martin Okoth Ochola, reveals that there are plans to better the situation.
Under the leadership of the Ministry of Internal Affairs, we are in advanced stages of procurement of accommodation through the PPP.
Ochola says that once the project kicks off, the first construction will be in the Greater Masaka region. It's not clear what it will cost government to achieve this goal. Last year, the force completed the construction of 420 housing units at the police headquarters in Naguru, Kampala. Government spent 57 billion shillings on the buildings. But this also comes at a time when a human rights lawyer, Stephen Karari, sued the government seeking an improvement in police housing conditions because it's a violation of their fundamental human right for health, environment and good shelter.
I was looking at the obligation of police as well set in the Constitution, which includes protecting or keeping law and order as well as people's properties. And now, if an organ or an entity like a police has that obligation, but the situation under which its members or staff are dwelling in is so poor and dilapidated, you cannot expect them to curb crime or keep law and order as expected to the high standard.
Karari says the court's judgment on this matter is expected by November.
Yes, I believe it will be of much significance that now the rights of the serving police officers in terms of right to health, clean and environment is being catered for.
Dr. Timothy Batua is a Jinja West Member of Parliament where Jinja Police Barracks is located.
First and foremost, it is visibly small. It was constructed at the time when the police force was very small in numbers. So today the units that are there are not enough for all the officers. They are not enough to the extent that when one is transferred, you're expected to live with the family almost immediately.
We visited almost 15 or 20 barracks across this country, Jinja inclusive, and we saw that the welfare of these men and women in uniform is actually deteriorated. We came up with a plan that irrespective of all other agencies in police, let us concentrate to make sure that the houses and buildings were made. If you go now to Nsambia, you would say that there is a lot of change. The houses, if you come here to Naigulu, there is a very big project.
The police have been accused of brutalizing Ugandans, with some saying it could be because of where they reside.
The annual amounts that are disbursed to police in billions of money, and these monies, instead, police of focusing on the housing, they are getting tear gas, ammunitions. The question that is to be posed is, these ammunitions and the tear gas that we are purchasing, who mans them? It's human beings, not robots. Now, if I'm being housed in a poor way, I'm being kept in dilapidated structures.
But Batua does not support the move for the public-private partnership. He gives an example of the failed construction of a specialized hospital in Lubowa, for which government gave billions of shillings to an Italian investor, Enrico Penetti.
And government was supposed to be a guarantor of the loan to be acquired by Penetti, the person behind Lubowa. That changed instantly. From this person using his or her own money to now government giving these people money to construct that facility. Even when government gave money, there was little. We went there several times and we found nothing.
The force has about 49,000 officers. It is projected by the time the project is completed, there will be 53,000 housing units for them. Jingo Francis, NTV.